currently idle. There's a tip-in problem. I'm bringing a screwdriver. Well, good morning, folks. It's Saturday, and we're gonna head to Cars and Coffee. Taking both NASCARs. This will be our inaugural trip. First opportunity to put these things on the highway at all. Hey, brakes are good. Yeah. Got some carb tuning to do today as well. Pulled some on the idle circuit because the plugs that were in this thing were really foul, like black as coal. So we're gonna play with the idle circuit and maybe some jetting a little bit today, just to get this thing running a bit better. It's definitely got a little bit of a stumble on tip-in at this point, which is understandable given how much we've probably leaned this motor out compared to where it was. Once we get done at Cars and Coffee, we're actually going to run over to Jegs on 11th Avenue and let those guys see this car. After all this and everybody that's helped get this thing put back together again and running, they're going to be kind of a cool way to say hi and introduce the car. So we'll swing over to Jegs on 11th Avenue, hang out with those guys for a little bit, spend some more money because there's more stuff that I need. And I want to get some backup parts before we hit the road. I want to make sure that I've got maybe like an ignition coil, some other things that are typical that go bad, just to be on the safe side. So should be a fun day. This will be the very first time ever putting this thing on the highway as well, so cross your fingers everything is good. Our fuel gauge is still working, which is nice. Don't have a very big fuel cell in this thing, so fuel stops are going to be a possibility. Alright guys, welcome back to the NASCAR Revival project here on Automotive Adventures with Austin. We're getting ready for Power Tour. Power Tour starts tomorrow. Not every day. Get that in the rearview mirror. We've got about a 25-minute drive from where Doug's house is to Cars and Coffee. Cars and Coffee has found our new location, our new home, just off of Olentangy River Road, and it's going to work out nicely. We've got room for about 250 cars, 300 cars, somewhere in that range. So hopefully have a good turnout today, and we can say hi and let some people see this. This will be really the first time any large group of people have seen these cars, so hopefully they like them. Doug also installed a fancy schmancy rear view mirror. Check that out. Isn't that cool? It's also got a speedometer apparently on it so I can see how fast I'm going. And it's got cameras, interior cameras and a nose camera. For a Saturday morning cruise. Alright guys, here we go. First time on the highway. RPM. That's definitely turning some RPM. We've got a slightly shorter tire. When we went away from those big balloons to the 275 60-15 Cooper Cobras, so smaller tire means more aggressive gearing ratio essentially. So you're gonna turn more RPMs. It is what it is. We're gonna cruise at 2,700, 2,600. Yeah. Oh man, what an experience! What an experience! Driving a NASCAR on the street. I gotta tell you, this was not on my 2025 bingo card. At all. Oh, so much fun. Rides really, really well. Man, the change with those QA1s and the spring change is an enormous help. A front sway bar would be kind of nice. One thing I'm very pleasantly surprised with is it's actually really, really comfortable in here. It's quite loud. I probably sound like I'm yelling at you, but it's actually really comfortable. The heat mitigation has done really well. It's early in the day. It's only like 9:30 in the morning, but it's already like 72 degrees outside. So at this point, it's still super comfortable. I'm not hot. We don't have any real sun because it's the Midwest, so it's gray. I do think that the black stripes on the roof will probably convect some heat in here, but otherwise, I'm not sweating. It's comfortable. I'm in a black shirt. Not bad. For those of you who are new here, yes, that is a 4-speed manual. It's a Super T10 transmission. The way NASCARs are supposed to be.
You got that picture, your own pictures. Good morning, how are you?
I'm good.
Well, guys, welcome to a Saturday morning. Cars and Coffee here in Central Ohio. Really solid turnout. Everybody seems to love the NASCARs. Had a good long conversation with a whole lot of people here today. And if you've never been to Cars and Coffee, if you've never been to specifically our Cars and Coffee, it is a very welcoming crowd. Anything and everything you could possibly imagine, from modern muscle stuff, cars, trucks, all kinds of craziness. Anything you could possibly imagine, it's all here. And we do this every single Saturday. This is our new home, right off of 315. You can see the highway right over yonder. This is 3650 Olentangy River Road, where we will be for the foreseeable future every Saturday morning, rain and shine, snow, sleet, hail, you name it, we're here. But great way to spend your Saturday morning. A lot of like-minded, cool car people. Nobody's real uppity here. Everybody gets along nicely. We spent a decade and a half plus working on the community of Cars and Coffee, and it has turned into a great group of people. This is a wonderful way to spend a day on a Saturday. Nice thing is, it's early in the morning. You usually get here, 8, 9 o'clock. Get out of here by 11. You still got plenty of your day left to do. Just a really nice way to start the day. And it's definitely more about talking and socializing and showing off your stuff than it is about just, the old school lawn chair, hang out behind my car kind of thing. This community is a little bit more active and a little bit more communicative, I would guess. I would put the word. And literally, like, whatever it is, whatever your flavor is, we've got it here. Surprise. I love this thing.
Thank you. Started making these. I contacted you. I'm 2016.
All right, folks. Cars and Coffee complete. Head to Jegs. heard you. No burnouts. I know. I'll be good. I promise. Be good, Austin. Be good. Jegs here in a minute. Look at that, VIP parking right up front. Welcome to Jegs on 11th Avenue. Hi! How are you? Good. Like my new ride?
This is the one you were putting more together.
Yep. Yeah, we leave tomorrow for Power Tour. So this is our shakedown run.
Oh, okay, good. Sounds good.
Not bad. Not bad. Huh? 190? How about them apples? Front row seats. Welcome to Jegs on 11th Avenue. If you haven't watched any of my videos previously, I'm over here all the time. The guys at Jegs are fantastic to me. They have obviously supported me on this build and continue to support me and the business that I work through to do all kinds of great stuff. And if it wasn't for these guys here, I literally wouldn't be able to do what it is I do. Specifically, this car would not be where it is today. A month and a half of parts runs and work has gotten us to where we are. So let's go spend some more money, as always.
Look. Relief.
Yeah, there
Flat.
you go. Oh, where's that from?
Okay.
What?
It's on the wall right here. There's no one right here. I think the belly.
There's a belly relief on the bottom.
You don't need the big wheel because you got such power steering.
It's also a different offset, but it doesn't have buttons.
It's no offset. It's almost flat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have any offset.
You don't have a button in the other one. It's got the Jegs button.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the push stop button.
Oh, that's Velcro. That's
Yeah.
Velcro. You don't use it.
Problem solving. Terry, we need to spend some more money.
Excellent.
Uh-oh. Ship's on. I'm going to steal the one off the wall.
Yeah, because it's that's them, not necessarily us.
Yeah. We're not. I'm going to pull some VIP cards here. Oh.
I'll order 8.
See.
Aha! 2 in stock. There you go. Attaboy.
I got it.
I'm gonna
So
need
you want
one.
that, and it's so it's an aftermarket column.
I'll step
Not-
into my office.
Yeah. Let me look at it.
All right. This is VVIP. You don't normally get curbside service, but today we're getting that. Try to make this a little bit more comfortable for the fat guy that drives it. My belly rubs that thing just a little bit, and we're looking to make a little bit of an adjustment to where that steering wheel is. I am, after all, going to be driving this thing for a long time. See what you got?
He was hit his arm.
They let you outside?
Oh yeah, sometimes.
Good behavior?
Ejected that thing.
No, I think that's why they want me to do this. How about that?
No way. And it's a 5. What? You want to do the adapter.
Terry,
Do you have 2 of those? Because mine's got an adapter and it's horrible.
I should have.
Comes loose.
I should have.
just casually walk out here and fix any problem.
Yeah, hey, tell them about the carburetor.
Yeah, now how about you work on my carburetor a little bit?
I don't work on carburetor. I know a guy.
I know a guy. I think he's probably, actually that'd be kind of funny.
He's busy.
He's busy, but it'd be kind of funny to roll by the house.
Yes, sir.
Hey, could you turn the screws on this? Well, awesome.
Get a spare.
Yeah. Well, this one's a wee bit worn.
Yeah,
But-
that might be an idea for it
The
too
one on
long.
the steering wheel is worn the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's the solution.
Can't believe it. The guy.
Jegs. Of course they got. Of course they got. Of course they
We
got.
should eventually detail all the Jegs parts on both these cars.
Yeah, I've actually considered making a drawing.
This
If
drawing?
people could guess how many Jegs parts are on this thing, it's a lot.
A lot.
It's a lot. And realistically, like, I couldn't even. I would have to go back through receipts. I would have to go back through invoices to even figure out what all on this thing. It's a lot.
Yeah, that steering wheel should make a lot of difference as far as
The offset goes.
belly room.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Belly room. And that's the same one, right?
Yeah.
Looks like the same one anyway.
All right. So, extra set of wires just in case.
Extra coil.
Extra coil just in case.
Case.
My new fat guy friendly steering wheel. My adapter piece.
New and improved.
We're gonna probably put that together right now. Got Loctite for this?
We got some whale smegma.
Whatever. If it's sticky.
Well, Schmarma.
If it's sticky. Excited about having some belly room. It's gonna be real nice. Do you want me to get another one of these things so I can go up to the warehouse to get it? I gotta go to the warehouse anyway.
Well, we didn't put one more.
Yeah. So I gotta go to the warehouse to get it.
If you go to Delaware, you should ride around back to the building, come back through.
I want to do a gigantic smoky burnout at the warehouse, to be honest.
Last street.
They'll let you
With
do it.
their film crew.
Yeah. Hey boys, come outside.
Well, you know they all want to drive it too.
Yeah, well, tough.
Well, after hours.
After part. If somebody's gonna break it, it's gonna be me.
You're going to be in the power tour.
We're leaving tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You got an extra cushion in your seat?
1,400 miles.
That's literally, this is our shakedown drive. This is the very first time it's been driven. So
Besides around the block.
besides like to the restaurant down the street.
Yeah.
So this is us shaking the car down to make sure that it's not gonna kill me on the highway.
It's trying to kill you before.
It was much less wanting to kill me now.
Tires fit good on there.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Those are Jegs. BFGs I bought here. You're the only ones that carry those. You're the only one. I called BFG and they said Jegs is the only one that buys those from us. Get through Jegs.
295 50s 15s.
Yeah. They're awesome. Even on the front, I don't even notice it.
What else would you put in a, I'm going 1,500 miles in a totally untested hot rod race car,
I know their fuel pump.
and I'm not going to be anywhere where I can get parts?
Are you ready?
You bought an extra fuel pump, right, didn't you?
I bought a new one, didn't buy an extra.
I have a spare. It's blue.
But you have a
They'll
blue
get you
one.
by. That's the spare for both of us. Mine's blue and yours is red. It'll still work and get you down the road.
Yeah, blue. Red one will work in place of a blue, and blue will work in place of a red one. As long as you,
I don't have a regulator though.
You have to have a regulator.
Right, that's
I
the
even have
problem.
a spare regulator. That's the right one for that. That's what I had on my car originally.
Yeah, but we have to run fuel lines for it.
No, my original car had just a regular regulator, no return.
Oh.
So I have a non-return sitting on the shelf somewhere. And it's got a return mounted, but it's the same mounting hardware.
If you want to invest in what, Jegs has got basically a copy of the 12-01 pump, which is a 7-pound pump. And it's cheap enough. I mean, it's less than $100.
Okay.
So,
Fire extinguisher?
yeah.
Need one of those? Don't have fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher is always a good idea. How you doing, man?
I keep telling him that.
Yeah, fire extinguisher.
Let's
Let's get that done. Plan not to use it, but I need a fire extinguisher.
There's your yellow.
Yeah, get me a. Might as well get me a pump. That Jegs pump.
Okay.
I can't. I'm not gonna have any problems. Listen, I've gone on Power Tour over and over and over again, and I never take tools. I never take parts. I just wing it.
You're driving an assembled vehicle.
That's the problem. Is I'm usually in an AMX or I'm in a Pontiac where I can stop and probably have a chance of getting parts. This not so much. So I do need to plan ahead a little bit.
When the Street Machine Nationals, were in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we got done putting this car together at 3 o'clock in the morning the day we left. Our shakedown cruise consisted of
First pass.
800 miles.
Oh, a driver.
Yeah, and all the way I was testing out the steering, and they got, if it says 30 mile an hour, that's a suggestion you could actually go 60 miles an hour around these curves and stuff like that.
There's no cotter pins in the ball joints. I want the cotter pins. I don't have any cotter pins.
Okay.
Know what?
Cotter pins in the ball joints. Doesn't have any cotter pins in the ball joints.
I just noticed that last night. And I used the last one on the.
I might have cars in the back there. So anyway, we get to Tulsa, Oklahoma, Street Machine Nationals. We're going down Peoria Avenue, which is the big street everybody cruises on in Tulsa. And driving along and go to pull in this parking lot, and the steering wheel just spins.
You got the whole way there before.
Yeah. And got all these people, of course, help me push it up to the parking lot. And the worm gear in the steering box completely broke. I mean, it just shattered.
Wow.
So I'm glad it happened there.
Yeah.
When I'm cruising down Peoria Avenue at 10 miles an hour, than when I was taking
30 mile an hour.
60 mile an hour places at 80 and 90 miles an hour at
Yeah.
9-degree turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad it happened there. But so I got it towed all the way back to Houston from
Tulsa?
guy that towed his car up there. Decided he could drive his car back.
They had a spare trailer.
Yeah, a spare trailer.
That's
so
great.
I loaded up on the trailer and off we went. Wasn't nearly as fun.
No. Yeah, no kidding. I'm hoping I don't have to deal with any of that stuff. This is gonna be flawless.
I
We're
don't
gonna
want
have
you
no
to have to deal with
problems.
stuff like that.
We're gonna have no problems. But we're gonna make sure that we have just in case.
Okay, so we need a couple car keys. We need fuel pump, and what else?
Cotter keys, fuel pump,
Oh, it's fire extinguisher.
fire extinguisher.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Our shopping list is getting larger. So now we got our mounting system for our fire extinguisher. We've got some Loctite from the steering wheel pieces. What else we need?
Cap, wires, coil,
Beer, water, food, cash.
What else do you need to sell me?
How about a fan?
I had one.
I know.
Oh, oil.
Oh yeah, the driven one.
It's a 2050. This is the best part of the show, the point where Terry takes my money. But it's not that bad.
Not that bad.
I didn't
Relatively speaking.
yeah, I didn't break that magic
It's
number.
actually not too bad.
Yeah. I didn't break the magic number.
Don't add all of them.
Yeah. So I got to go to the warehouse. So I think we're going to take the cars back to Doug's place, drop the cars off, call this win a win. I got to do my steering wheel. I'll get that done. We'll get the mount done for the fire extinguisher. If we get a chance to do the oil change, we do the oil change before we leave. Realistically, I should. It's got break-in oil in it.
That's cool to put check. You're shitting.
And then, yeah. So, thanks, sir.
Is that
You bet. Thank you, sir.
As always, appreciate it.
You bet.
Let's get back on the road.
Right here somewhere?
Yeah, big letters, wherever you want to put there.
Or on the bar.
Yeah, anything. Playing on the black doesn't work very well, I found out.
We are adding value to this vehicle.
Double the spray.
Uncle.
There you go.
There you go.
I like it. Thank you,
Nice.
sir.
You bet.
Yeah, gotta figure out that tip in. Work on that tip in. All right, little cruise back to the house, drop these things off, then I gotta go to the warehouse, pick up our last little bits of things, and then we'll call this a day. So far, so good. I'm happy. Jegs for helping out with all of this stuff, and everybody else who's been involved with making this happen. Thank you, Bob, for getting this motor done as quick as you did. You guys are all amazing, and thank you guys so much for giving me this opportunity. I'm a very happy man. Guys, the drive has been completed. Our first initial test drive, like extensive test drive, is done. Temperatures stay fine. We got some carb tuning we get to play with, just to fine tune the low end stuff. But otherwise, this thing is good to go. I'm not worried about anything. There's no bad rattles, no bad bangs, no bad problems. The brakes have been fine. I've got power for stuff. I've got mirrors. I got to do my steering wheel. And I'll have that ready for tomorrow. We are leaving 10-ish, something like that, tomorrow morning and headed towards Indianapolis.
You guys will see this obviously after that happens. The majority of the coverage from this power tour will, as usual, be over on the Lucor Automotive channel, which is what I always do. I do daily videos over there, so you can keep up with the whole hot rod power tour process. And then I will kind of try to cut in videos as I can with this car and some other maybe adventures that I can do. But otherwise, if you want to keep up on the hot rod power tour itself, go over to the Lucor Automotive page and watch it over there. I could not be happier. I'm very, very excited for this. It's going to be a hell of an adventure, and hopefully you guys want to come along for the ride. For those of you who have spent all this time with me and watched this whole build from soup to nuts and where we are now, thank you guys all so much. Please continue to watch. The time you spend on these videos watching these things literally pays for the ability to do this kind of stuff. So thank you guys all so very, very much. Doug, any words of wisdom before we call it a day? Need to do laundry? Get a haircut?
Laundry, haircut, take the dog, babysitter,
Yep.
put some parts on,
Yep.
get some sleep.
Yep. This will be my last chance to get actual sleep for
So
a week.
we don't know how many cars are going on a crew yet, so 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
But
Not
it knows
sure
you
yet.
know, because
Yeah.
I want to take that,
Yep.
because that fixes easy shit.
And I've got my bag of tools also now
Yeah.
too, so.
But yours doesn't lock up here,
Right.
but that locks.
Right.
We can't put any weight
But
up
there's
the
no,
perimeter,
but there's nothing in the front. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we have to be wise about our packing.
Correct. We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out. We got brain things to do now instead of physical things to do.
Yes.
Good news is, it looked good when I was following you and you were following me. We hit some of those really doopty-doos and
Yeah.
funny lanes that weren't supposed to be lanes.
Yeah.
You were just like right down the middle. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's,
Once you get where it is, no problem.
I did definitely put the cotter pins in because
Yeah.
they should have it.
That would be
A vibrating, shaking,
Yes.
yeah.
All right. I gotta go to the warehouse. I'm gonna spend some more money.
Yeah, you go to the warehouse.
Yeah. Jegs, I'll see you again. Thanks for being here, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. We'll see you hopefully on the next one. Now that this tour thing is kind of done, once we get done with Power Tour, there are going to be more events we're going to go to with these things.
Yep.
Good Guys Nationals, absolutely in Columbus. It's the second weekend in July.
I don't know what other things we'll get into.
Who knows?
We'll be doing that restaurants, test drives at restaurants.
Yes.
We have not had the opportunity to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So you and I need to go out and do a restaurant run.
Yes.
Enjoy it locally after Power.
After Power Tour.
We'll do plenty of restaurant runs there.
Yes, and I got all kinds of other projects that I'm working on. I've got 2 Pontiac 350 builds that are going on with Bob. I know he loves it when I say that. I'm gonna get my AMC 325 up there. We're gonna tear it down, go through it one more time before, because it's been sitting for like 2 years at this point in time. And we'll put it all back together again. We'll fire that up on his dyno, and then that goes in my 1979 AMX. The next big thing you're gonna probably see coming is gonna be Katrina's Charger, because as you probably have noticed, I didn't get to work on it, and my contingency plan to be able to work on it completely fell through on me. So sorry, honey, I didn't get your car done, but I do need to get that car done and ready to rock and roll and ready to go to Mopar Nationals, which is coming up in the near future as well. So lots of stuff to watch on the
You'll
channel.
have a destination and it'll get done.
Yes, and I won't have some random NASCAR project that I wasn't
Hey
planning.
buddy, you want to drive a NASCAR?
You want to drive a NASCAR? Yeah.
Okay.
No big deal. All it needs is everything. All right, guys. Thanks so much again. We'll see you in the next one. If you're going to be a Hot Rod Power Tour, I'll see you out on Power Tour. Feel free to come say hi. Doug and I both love to talk.
Yeah. We have a hoot on the road.
Yes.
Honk and wave.
Yes. Take pictures. We'll see you. Bye-bye.